Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the annual business session of Young Indians Kolkata chapter. With this, I would request Mr. Anand Kejriwal, Chairman YI Kolkata and CEO Indo-East Corporation, to give the opening remarks and the review of activities that he has conducted during this year. Anandji would request you to come and start.
Good evening once again. Would request everybody to please take your seats. Mr. Ronak Goyal, National Vice Chair Designate and current National Membership Chair, Young Indians, Director, GGC Industries Private Limited. Mr. Dipankar Bhattacharjee, Director and Head, West Bengal State Office, CII. Mr. Arpit Dhandania, Co-Chair, Young Indians Kolkata Chapter, Director, Bali Exports Private Limited. All the past chairs present here today, my family, my friends. It is indeed a pleasure to welcome you all to our annual day, the much-awaited event after a long lull that saw the absence of such physical events. It is also an amazing feeling to finally be able to stand on stage, hold the mic, and address all of you. So keeping the excitement aside, let me share some moments and feelings that drove me through the year. I do not want to coin this my farewell speech, so let me call it a sweet ending to a new beginning. Or allow me to correct myself, a bittersweet ending to a new beginning would probably define the taste of this year in more authentic terms. This year was a little off the equilibrium. It was probably more bitter for some and more sweet for some. I took over with an innate desire to organize a year that only catapulted in momentum and picked up speed in whichever direction I chose to maneuver it in. But within a month into my term, life had other plans. Suddenly, the present tense in my ideas became future tense. And soon I realized they have now become part of a future that would probably merge into a past tense. Time became stagnant. Each day was a constant. All the things I had dreamt of had to take a back seat. Some moments that I had envisioned had to be packed in the boot and forgotten. When I told myself it's time to begin, the pandemic hit the brakes hard and everything had to screech to a halt. At times I wondered, how long will this take? Soon I realized I had to think outside the confines of the box that our minds were all put in. Virtual was the new normal, and I had to learn new rules to play the new game. I remember when I signed off my message as a co-chair to all of you last year, I had said that I'd take over the chapter at an all-time high and expectation sky high to take it further up. This can only happen if we all come together as one. Today, as I stand here, I'm overtaken by mixed emotions, a half of which fill me with gratitude to the brink towards my team that made it possible, and a portion of which make me feel sad that I could not accomplish everything I had in mind due to the pandemic. But having said that, I stand here with a feeling of immense pride that I had a team that walked the difficult road with me like my shadow. They were always there to fill the gaps, pull the reins, and more than anything, just be there when I need them. A leader is no good without his team, and I want to thank each one of you who helped me realize my dream. Allow me a few minutes to introduce you all to the wonderful team that I had. When the pandemic hit and the entire nation went into lockdown, business stumped and probably got noticed as the first sign of depression, economically and mentally. My learning team, led by Rajiv and Nidhi, decided to revive, strive, and thrive through these difficult times and organized a session with business coach Rahul Jain on how to sail through rough waters. With virtual becoming the new normal, Varun and Akanksha completely transformed our virtual presence, and our social media handles were buzzing like never before. No one stepped out, but YI was everywhere. Now that's what I call being smart in a virtually smart world. Starting something new is a difficult task. One puts in a lot of time and thought into it and still feels apprehensive. Harsh was one person who started and took over the thought leadership vertical, and sheer confidence and promoted road safety through his vision. Maybe I should call him a man with a plan. Talking about road safety brings me to Rashika next. I can't forget that our mommy-to-be planned the first physical event that gathered 40 members and maintained all safety norms. The treasure hunt was a brilliant idea, and her mascot, Marty, won our hearts. Did I mention kids? Yes. You guessed it right. Masoom, led by Divya, skipped all boundaries, and our chapter received national recognition for all the hard work and passion that Divya brought with her. Even in the absence of multiple helping hands, she did not give up. Thank you, Divya, for a new high. When I talk about national recognition, I can't not mention online Thaler. Thank you, Manjari. Thank you, Kaushal, for the magnificent idea. You guys involved children from chapters across the country and kept them engaged through various competitions that not only made them have a good time, but also left them with some sort of learning to take back home. They say when you are a child at heart, you see things differently. I think that was the secret this pair capitalized on. Coming to the accessibility vertical, I need to thank Shilpa. The national anthem video that she put together with some of her vertical patrons was overwhelming. We have heard our anthem innumerable times, but to see it enacted in sign language reiterated the fact that the things that make something different are the things that make it special. Thank you, Shilpa, for bringing out the difference in such a beautiful way. Arjun and Rohit, you guys couldn't step out and support your cause in the way you must have envisioned. Thanks to the current situation, but I have to applaud the amount of awareness both of you created for Gift and Organ this year. Partnering with Yuva during the Yuva Conclave was a brilliant idea. Ayush and Nipun, you were another duo that molded the virtual world to suit the needs of your vision, and kudos to you for partnering with multiple companies and actually bringing some worthy internships and placements on the table for our Yuva students. Speaking about Yuva, I have to speak about Vaibhav. He was a backbone of the organization, the one person who never said no. I remember it was time when I lost my father, and 2 days later Arpit lost his mother, and Vaibhav was in the midst of planning the biggest event of the year. He was suddenly asked to single-handedly execute the event, as Arpit and I would not be able to help in any way, and he pulled it off the event with such elan. Speakers from across the country and globe addressing 5,000 plus students virtually. I'm so proud to say that a huge event like this became so successful with zero involvement of the chair and co-chair of the chapter. Thank you, Vaibhav, curating this conclave, and Sarvesh, who joined Vaibhav as a Yuva co-chair later this year, together have done phenomenal work for Yuva. Member engagement only became harder and harder under the onslaught of the pandemic, but let me say that Rohit injected new life into it. He was that lifeline that kept the chapter connected. When we couldn't meet and speak our 177 odd members, Rohit made it possible for us through the events he organized. I remember during the MasterChef event and Zoom party, he sent the kids up to Vedic village and to my wife in Jamshedpur. Thank you, Rohit, for always going out of your way and walking that one extra mile. I know I am repeating myself, but little did we know that 2020 would be so different. Little did we know that everything would revolve around the pandemic and that it would be a year for climate change. Thank you, Pratik and Anant, for jumping right in and helping with Amphan and COVID relief funds. You guys remind me of the saying that a friend in need is a friend indeed. Thank you for donning another face of YI for us in this year, the face of the Good Samaritan. Thank you, Rachit and team, for formulating the COVID task force. We slept in one world and woke up in another. Everyone was thrown off guard as the days continued to build. But I can vouch for the fact that the COVID task force became the light at the end of the tunnel for many. Kudos to the team. With incessant paranoia setting into our minds and fruits and vegetables being washed and again washed, our innovation verticals, Shashank, did a great job in bringing a diversion to the table. The event that he organized on hydroponics became a super hit, and I say that because it converted to a WhatsApp group on my phone that starts buzzing from 6 a.m. with a bunch of enthusiastic people who have a green thumb. Shashank, my friend, Organic vegetables were the need of the day. Thank you for teaching us something that we all enjoyed so much. Again, since the pandemic only let us move around in a restricted radius, stepping out to our villages was unimaginable. But thank you, Abhinav. You made Diwali special this year by procuring diya made in our adopted villages. You definitely helped spread the light to our villages. Thank you for all the plans you devised this year. We will make sure they bear fruit next year. Mr. National IC Trainer Abhishek, thanks for training our ICs so brilliantly and for supporting me throughout the year. You know why I'm saying that. Thank you, Agnijit ji, Dipankar ji. This would not have been a smooth ride without you two. And Arpit, I don't know how to explain how important you were in orchestrating this year with me. If I had a song, you had the tune. If I had a vision, you had the ideas to launch it. Let me say, you were the reason behind why this year was what it was in terms of scale and scope. You were always a call away and never short on words. I will miss those midnight calls when we discussed random ideas that took seed and grew into successful events. You were one person who was always there, together in every crisis. No one could have complemented the partnership we shared better than you. I'm happy to share with everyone today that in you, the chapter has found a dynamic leader who has defining dreams for the chapter. I have no doubt that next year we will bounce back with greater force under your leadership, and that it will be one that will be etched in the memories of each member forever. Last but not the least, my entire family, who are here today to bless me. Thanks, Seema, for always supporting me in the last 2 years. I'm sure it was very difficult for you as I couldn't give much time at home. Thanks, Mummy, for being so supportive and to bear with me for my late nights. Jitendra Chacha ji, I remember calling you when I was offered the leadership role in the chapter. And thanks for believing in me and guiding me to accept the role. My dad, हमेशा कहते थे मम्मी को, बेटा हमारा बड़ा नाम करेगा. He always believed in me, and I'm sure he's here somewhere, watching me and blessing me. Today, when I look back at my year, I'm filled with heavy heart. It has been a year that eclipsed the lives of many at YI. With immense emotional baggage, I'm forced to acknowledge the tough times we went through, but it leaves me with a smile each time I look at the faces of my EC members. Each one reminds me of how much we have accomplished in this difficult year. It fills me with a sense of joy when I see our old members sending in their words of appreciation, and it leaves me with a sense of satisfaction when I see new members enjoying being a part of the chapter that suddenly shifted to a virtual address. Being chair was a high point of 2020 for me. Words are not enough, and I feel indebted to the support that my team provided when I was going through the lowest low in my life. Throughout human history, it is a well-established fact that human beings have an unending thirst for power and influence. Good leaders know when to relinquish power and consciously remove themselves from the limelight. How many times have you heard Barack Obama speak in the last few years? How many times have you heard L.K. Advani speak in the last few years? The point is that the same holds true for any organization. While I may have drawn my analogy of a chair and co-chair of a VIA chapter to some world great leaders, the fact remains that it is now my turn to pass on the mantle. Step aside, make way, and welcome, and cheer the new incoming leadership of this organization. As I sign off from the post of the chair this evening, I would like to narrate a few lines that echoed with me with every breath I took in the new normal. Or let me just put it as the words that became my drive this pandemic hit year. अफसोस मत करो यार. देखो, कोई काम अगर नहीं हुआ ना, कोई बात नहीं बनी, तो उसके पीछे कारण क्या है ये हम नहीं जानते। हमें नहीं पता इस साल के शुरुआत में किसे पता था कि 4 से 5 महीने तो हम कैद में ही होंगे। हाँ, कोई शादी करने वाला था, कोई नया घर बनाने वाला था, शायद किसी का वीज़ा लगने वाला था, कहीं किसी और देश में अपनी दुनिया बनाने वाला था, कहीं किसी और नौकरी की तलाश में कोई और शुरुआत करने वाला था। हम नहीं जानते। हमारी बहुत सारी प्लानिंग्स थी। हम में से बहुत लोग हैं जिन्होंने 2020 के बारे में बहुत कुछ सोचा था। इस साल ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे, लेकिन हम शायद भूल गए कि हमारे प्लानिंग्स के ऊपर एक मास्टर प्लानर है, जिसकी प्लानिंग एक के अनुसार ही ये दुनिया चलती है। और उसने हमें बखूबी याद दिला दिया कि सुनो, तुम सब एक्टर्स हो, पिक्चर का डायरेक्टर तो मैं हूँ, तो मैं डिसाइड करूँगा कि कौन कहाँ जाएगा और कौन आगे क्या करने वाला है। मुझे बस आपसे इतना कहना था कि अगर कोई बात नहीं बनी, अगर आपका कोई काम नहीं हुआ, तो उसके पीछे उसकी ज़रूर कोई प्लानिंग रही है। तो बस जो टाइम, जैसा भी टाइम, ये वक्त निकाल लो। उसकी प्लानिंग हम सब से बहुत ऊपर होती है। हमें नहीं पता उसने हमें कौन से बड़े नुकसान से बचा कर रखा है। सब्र और शुक्र। सब्र आने वाले वक्त के लिए और शुक्र बचाने के लिए। धन्यवाद।